Here it comes.
In lieu of this. And this.
Ref tells soccer parent to leave.
Game, right? You need to act like a parent, okay? That was a good call. No, you're being sarcastic. You need to act like a parent, okay? Because all these other parents aren't doing it. It is a regular game. It's a U10 game. Thank you, okay? Because I will send you right off. If your team is doing a good job, all the boys are doing a good job, you're the only one going at it.
It's a story we are seeing too often, with the adults losing their tempers and referees not wanting to deal with it anymore. And who can blame them? Thus,
I know this. I'm the most animated coach that you've probably ever seen when my team's playing. I go watch my kids play. I don't say boo. I don't wave my arms. I don't try to coach my kids. With all due respect to most parents out there, I probably know more about basketball than most of them.
Frank Martin, a college basketball coach for over 20 years, has some insights.
But I sit in the stands and I don't say a word. There's two guys refereeing a fourth grade game on a Sunday morning. What can they possibly be making? $20 a game? I used to do that. I used to make $12 for 10 and under, 15 for 15 and under, and 17 or 18 bucks for high school age kids. Okay? So on a Sunday morning, instead of being in church, those guys are out there trying to make a couple bucks to pay their bills, feed their families. Do you think they really care what fourth grade team wins?
And it is a message many rambunctious sports parents must adhere to.
I don't try to tell my kid how they should play. You know what I tell my two boys when they come ask me, Dad, why are you asking me, man? I didn't run your practice. Go talk to your coach. But don't talk about your coach in front of me, man. Because if you are, then you're not playing basketball. You don't understand why you didn't play better? Go talk to your coach. I'm not your coach. I'm your dad. Somebody disrespects you, then I'm here. If you fail, good. Deal with it. I'm going to help you get up. But don't come talk to me about coaching.
This is so vital to success. Parents choose sides, believe their athlete is getting gypped to playing time, batting too low in the order, not getting the ball enough, etc. Then what does that lead to? Pent-up frustration. Small comments turn into bigger ones, an outburst, calling the coach, and more, which then leads to the national referee shortage that we are currently experiencing across the country. Dr. Chris Stankovich wrote of how to deal with what he calls irate parents. Even with these pointers, many coaches would prefer to let someone else do the dirty, simply because they do not want to deal with these parents. Canterbury and District Soccer Football Association Chief Executive Ian Holmes also singled out parents behaving poorly or in an unacceptable manner. We are still dealing with what we call the ugly parent syndrome, he said. It is a challenge of all sports. Examples of bad behavior from parents and other spectators included belittling, abuse, threats, and physical assault directed towards players, coaches, match officials, and club volunteers.
I do this for a living, man. I'm not going to criticize a guy that's trying to help you.
If a professional basketball coach has this perspective, my question is, why don't these parents who yap on the sidelines? Why is this so difficult to just get? WTN, an NBC affiliate in North Carolina, interviewed Pitt County Schools Athletic Director Rob Maloney, who said behavior in the stands is making it harder to find people willing to work on the sidelines. Referees, umpires, game day officials, there is a sharp decline, and that's not just locally, but it's a national trend, Maloney said. To me, it feels like people are a lot more impulsive, and they're acting before they really think about things, he explained. It's a rather simple cause and effect, as multiple outlets have reported on at this time. The parents, unruly, loud, mean, degrading, offensive, abusive, that's just part of the root of all this.
So there's someone that's giving of their personal time on a Sunday for free to help other people's children, yet we're going to have the adults in the stands yelling obscenities at the officials, criticizing every decision the coach makes, yelling at the kids like the kids, they're 10 years old, man. If someone wants to be so animated when there's a basketball game going on, then go coach the team. Go run practices. Show up every day at 6 o'clock at night and run an hour and a half practice. And then you got your team to coach. Or be an assistant coach. Sit on the bench, yell all you want. I don't care if people on the bench yell at my kids. I got 2 boys. If they don't deal with my children, my children won't be on their team. My child acts up or doesn't do things the way that they're expected to do things by them, not me. And they let it happen, I'm taking my son off the team. I want my son to be challenged, both of my boys. I want them to grow up. I want them to understand what life's about. But that's the part that's sad, man.